My name is Christian Dorian.
My name is Vince Perrotty.
Hi, I'm Frank Hall Bendick.
My name's Jeanette Lee.
I work for the Migrant Resource Centre.
And presently I'm the chairperson of the Disability Resources Centre here in Melbourne.
I'm the Client Rights and Empowerment Officer here at Urella.
What's one thing that you wish that people would understand about you when they first meet you?
Well, I would like them when you're saying that I am a Shikibaga. I think that will be really the best thing, because normally people, when they meet me the first time, they only look at my disability and they are very scared, very uncomfortable. And they look at me, they look at the way I talk, and sometimes they don't understand what I'm saying. But for example, in case of asking me to repeat, they pretend that they understood. But I can see very clearly that they have not understood really what I said. And I don't have any problem to repeat myself. And also, I would like people also to go beyond my disability and to look really who I am as a person.
What do you wish people would understand about you when they first meet you?
Not the disability that I have an opinion. I have a value. The minute you devalue one person, you devalue everyone. Yeah.
Frank, what have been the biggest changes for people with disabilities in your lifetime?
I suppose the biggest change is that when I was growing up, people with disabilities were warehoused in institutions. We went to school there, we grew up there, we lived there after school, and many of us worked in sheltered workshops, again part of institutional service providers. In my lifetime, that's changed quite dramatically. Now there's more of a demand for work, board conditions in open industry. People with disabilities are now going to university much more than they used to. School is no longer, in special schools, but in the local school, with your brothers and sisters or your family and friends, or so that you stayed linked to the community. So that's been a profound change, particularly here in Australia. But also in overseas countries as well. I mean, in the beginning, many countries were importing the old Western model of institutionalised living, whether it be special schools, special workplaces. But now more and more people with disabilities in those countries are demanding that that they are able to go to university, go to a local school, and that's seen as the norm, which is fantastic. I mean, and the more that people can see that as just a normal thing, the more parents are encouraged by that, and the more that people with disabilities will live in the community and just be an ordinary part of the society.
Jeanette, what do rights mean to you?
Rights means to me, I guess, entitlements of us being humans, that we need to be able to be who we are, express ourselves, be accepted for who we are, respected, and that everyone has the right to choose and live a life that they want to. And as a person with disability, I guess rights are very important. That we realise that we have a right to access to be able to get out in the community. That there shouldn't be stairs or obstacles, or that we should be able to get supports that we need. Important to know that we don't have to just see it as charity, and that with the charity mentality, it's like you have to feel grateful for whatever you can get, and you don't have a right to tell them I don't like this or whatever. Now I think we're moving towards more human rights mentality, that these people are entitled to supports, and that we should be able to access a community. We need to break down the barriers, take away obstacles that people with disabilities face, and it's a responsibility of all the community to do that. That we shouldn't be building like buildings and transport that have steps. That everything should be accessible when it's built, or when you're planning something, an event, that you need to look at access. So access for everyone.
But the point is, the right alone is not enough, because it's not only about recognizing that we got a right, but it's also about knowing how to implement it, how to make it happen. A lot of people don't know really what right is. And that makes it very difficult for them really to recognize that they've got a right. Because I mean, if something goes wrong in their life, they don't know that they've got the right to change things and improve them.
You have got rights, and you need to practice them and to use them by speaking up and complaining if something's not right. If you feel you're being discriminated against, if you're not being treated fairly, speak up. You don't have to put up with this. And I think by people learning about their rights and about the laws that support their rights, like the Disability Discrimination Act and Equal Opportunity Acts, or the Disability legislation, disability acts and stuff that promotes the rights of people with disabilities, that they learn that they've got a right to be treated like everyone else, to be able to access the community, to get the right supports that they need.
Can you give one piece of advice to somebody who's starting out their career as a disability advocate?
Well, probably the biggest piece of advice that I could give is never give up. You basically try to open every door you've got in front of you, until someone will listen to you.
Don't let others speak for you, but also make sure you include others in your journey. I mean, it's no good for one person to be at the top of the heap and everybody to be left behind. We've got to make sure that in my exercising my rights and my voice, that I also facilitate and empower others to do the same, so that they can have a voice, they can improve things. And then, once I finally retire and then, you know, that they take over. And also train others and empower others to take over from them.
Work with who has the good ideas. It doesn't matter where the good idea comes from. If there is someone out there doing it, support them. Without your support, they're going to lose heart and may not be able to fight the battles for you. But if you support them, then they'll support you when you in turn have a battle to fight.
I think that the best thing that we can do is to empower people with disabilities themselves. You know, the struggle for freedom will go on way after my death and the death of, you know, probably a couple of 100 years to go. But the more we can empower people as we to continue the fight, and particularly at the local village, local towns, the better. You know, rights are not just for somebody who's living in the city, but we've got to make sure that, you know, we get to the local village area so that people know, you know, that they have rights, that they should be included in society. People should be listening to them and what they want. And the more that we can empower people, the more that we will change society.
I would like to finish this interview by saying to everyone, Samolta Bahasa. Thank you.
Thank you, Christian.
Semoga bahasa.